Hi everyone, good evening, Jai Hind. I hope you're all well, fine, healthy, safe. This is a very important session for the parents of the students who are in grade 3 to 6. We're going to discuss the importance of building logic and how does this help not only in the coming years wherein the child has to give a lot of competitive exams in India or in abroad, but also in life, he becomes the real winner. We'll start with an example. We'll start with a recent incident. So this was one of the problems we gave in mathematical circles that we conducted in Bangalore a few weeks back. The problem was very simple. It was a traditional game of tic-tac-toe, X and O, with a slight twist. The twist was going to play X and O with one big difference. That is, at each turn, a player can either put an X or an O. Whoever makes 3 in a row or a column or a diagonal wins. So again, traditional X and O with one difference that at any point, at any player can put either an X or O. It is not like the traditional tic-tac-toe, XO, XO or OX, OX. Any player can put any symbol. For example, if a player puts X here, the second player can also put an X here. The second player need not put an O. Let's say the first player again goes back and let's say puts an O here. The second player can put an X or an O anywhere. Let's say he puts again an X here. Right, so this is how the game goes. The question was, which player has a winning strategy? Right, so in a traditional X and O tic-tac-toe game, if both the players are intelligent enough, it always ends in a draw. We all know that. But not here. Here, one of the players can always enforce a victory. Which player is it? Player 1 or player 2? Player 1 means the one who starts first. And what is the winning strategy? So this was a simple puzzle which was given to the students. And again, the camp was attended by the students of grade 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and of course some parents also. And we were surprised. The first set of answers came from the students who were in grade 3, 4, 5, 6. And we analyzed why it was so. Why were parents and the students who were in higher grades, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, there was a student of grade 12th also, could not answer those questions as fast. But again, students for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th were able to do that, form a strategy very easily, because these are the formidable years. These are the years wherein the mind is fresh. They have not gotten into the root system. They're not gotten into the formula memorizing, and that is why the mind is fresh, the mind is full of ideas, and they were able to figure this out. Just try to solve this problem with on your own and maybe play it with your children. You'll actually like it, and try to form a winning strategy and put that in the comment section. Now, the point is, this is something that you want your children to do, not traditionally memorizing the formulas. That is never going to help you. Formulas and everything are later down the line are going to be done by Excel sheets, Google Sheets, and calculators. Grades 3 and 6, the brain is most flexible, and logic, which is built now, lasts a lifetime. That is why these are the years wherein you have to try a lot to build logic, to give them a lot of puzzles to solve out, to make them think. This is very important. Now, that is why it is very important to start very early, because grades 3 to 6 particularly are the golden years for curiosity. The child asks a lot of problems. It is very important to answer those whys, to keep the fire burning. It is very, very, very important. And most of the problems, most of the questions which are asked are now rational questions related to mathematics, related to sciences. So again, we have to be ready. We have to give them a strong mentor, or we have to explore ourselves to answer those questions. The young kids learn through play and not via pressure. We have all seen that. We have to ignite. We have to make sure that they love what they're doing, right? So if we cannot put the pressure on them, कभी भी pressure से उनको class attend नहीं कर सकते. This is one of the reasons our kids love it, because we give them puzzles like this. We give them a lot to think about. We give them puzzles which they can discuss with the parents, their siblings, their teachers, their neighbors, their elder siblings, and they come up with amazing solutions after discussing with them. Puzzles help them enjoy thinking instead of fearing mathematics. So this is one of the reasons people love mathematics, puzzles, right? So particularly for students who do not like math, give them good puzzles to think about, give them good games to think about, make them win. This is the simple formula for people, for people to get passionate towards mathematics. And if they're fearing mathematics, that fear is going to turn towards liking. And child's Rubik cubes and Sudokus are always better ideas than mugging the formulas. Now, Marx versus logic, this is a very important debate. Again, I'm not going to discuss a lot about this, but again, we all know that school marks would always give you short-term memory, short-term success, but logic is always a long-term advantage. We need rational people. There are very few rational people, the people who are able to think clearly and in the logical manner. And one of the ways this can be built is, make them think, give them good puzzles, give them good logic. Like, and an Olympiad, ISI, JEE toppers, one thing which is common amongst all these students are they started very early. And if you see, look at the interviews, look at the history of the children who've done really well in exams like JEE, ISI, Olympiads. It is, they started with puzzles, they started with very simple puzzles, thought-building puzzles, and not necessarily involving mathematics, but again, involving the good thoughts. So this is how they started. And again, these are the benefits of early puzzles. It builds problem-solving skills. Because this is one skill that is going to stay with you forever, irrespective of the college you get into, irrespective of whatever you do in life. Problem solving is something which is going to be required at every stage of life. Improves focus, improves patience, develops creativity and reasoning, and of course, it creates a lot of love for mathematics. Right. So these are some of the students of our level 4. That is for the students who are in grade 5th and 6th. And look at the confidence level. Look at the way the students are solving problems. So I've muted the voice, but again, they were given a problem of Tangram, and they did amazing stuff. And using this Tangram, they were able to prove that two areas were equal, and they were not given any hints, by the way. There's no hint which was given to the students, right? And this is how they're explaining. And this is what we do. It is not traditional mathematics. It is not traditional mugging of the formulas. We make math very, very, very interesting for the students, right? So this is the logic journey of a child. So we start from level 3. Level 3 is for the students of grade 3 and 4. Level 4 is for the students of 5 and 6. And there are higher levels for our bigger grades. And these are the target Olympiads again. But the most important thing at these levels is to improve the curiosity, to answer the whys, to make math interesting, and to build logic, to make students problem solvers for life. This is what we do. And again, to tell you about this, these are the major skills that we, build in the students who join us: logical thinking, step-by-step solving, fast and accurate math, Olympiad confidence, out-of-the-box ideas, better focus and marks. So it is not only mathematics. Again, the thing is, we build logic via mathematics. We use mathematics to build problem-solving skills, to build logic in the students. So there is this level 3, which is starting tomorrow, that is on October 1. This is for the students of grade 3 and 4, and this is going to have 40 interactive classes, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 7 to 8 p.m., 1-hour class. And of course, the good thing is the child will be tested as well, right? So this is something that we do not do at the higher levels, higher grades, because the students are more mature. Every class, before coming to the class, there is a 5-minute test that you can give any time before coming to the next class, so that we are able to assess what topics are weak, what topics are strong. Is he strong fundamentally? Is he strong logically? Is he weak in logic? So these are the things that we will be giving analysis of. This is going to be taken by Amit Modak sir. We're going to have daily puzzles and brain teasers. They are also going to be shared on your WhatsApp group, which we're going to make with the parents. So these are some of the topics, some of the things that we're going to discuss along with the puzzles. We are going to use them to build some good logic reasoning in the students. Right. So, of course, these are some examples of the puzzles that we do along with math in this particular course. The course is for 7,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The batch is starting tomorrow. That is on October 1, 2025. Now, there is level 4 batch for the students of grade 5th and students of grade 6th. The batch timings are Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 6 to 7 p.m. And of course, the same things. It is going to be taken by again Amit sir, Amit Modak sir. It has already, one orientation has already been done. So if again, you can join this, the orientation you will be able to see as a recording. Right. So again, this is the math that we discuss to build logic. Right. So this is some things might be a part of your school syllabus, some might not be. But again, this is something which is important to build logic. Right, so the batch again is for 7,000 rupees. The coupon code is ABMPRO. The link is there in the description box. So again, you can join these, and it is going to be fantabulous experience. This is something which I can say. Now, the point is, some students might find things difficult at the start, and it is going to happen because they're not used to this kind of learning. They're not used to, mostly, everything is being given to them on the platter, and the same thing comes in the exam. This is not going to happen here. So again, some students take certain time to get acclimatized, and that's perfectly fine. The teachers, the system are going to support. We need support of the parents also. We'll be in touch with every student, every parent, whenever he or she faces any problem. Take care. God bless you. See you all in the batches. All the best.